Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 189. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Marc Augustiniak.
I'm back.
Matt Sellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese, a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How's Matt doing?
Excellent.
Yeah? Why excellent? You got this weird grin going
Oh, no,
on.
I'm just having a good week.
Yeah?
Good week.
You got some secrets?
No. Well, maybe a little bit. But yeah, no, it was a good week.
Oh, okay.
Had a nice work week. Played a lot of Horizon. Capitals have officially clinched a playoff spot.
Oh, very good.
So the playoff beer will be happening.
When do playoffs start?
I think the last game of the season is April 9th.
Okay. And
that's
then
right.
playoffs
And then
run
like
until January?
It closed June.
I had the right J.
So yeah, if all goes well, I'll be growing a luscious beard that gets bigger in size than Joe's.
Define luscious.
Luscious.
Oh.
When you think of a luscious beard, in all sarcasm, that's what I grow.
Now, if they don't come to like a consensus, do they hold two-man sack races on consecutive Sundays?
No, they beat the shit out of each other on ice. First to bleed.
Wouldn't it be great?
Loses.
First to bleed. I want basketball to be a real sport
Yes.
and a video game.
Yes.
Bring on the Switch. Let's do it. Play it on the go.
We need the
You could
developers.
do psych outs?
Yes, exactly. We need the developers of like Disc Jam and Rocket League, like anybody who's trying to enter that kind of thing. Basketball, make it happen.
No,
I'm sure the license ain't that expensive.
let Matt and Trey do it.
There's no license. Matt and Trey don't own it. That's the thing.
They don't own it?
No, it was shit. The director of the movie,
I'm not gonna know. Off the top of my head.
whoever.
But that's just a movie.
But that movie, like whoever made up that movie, made up that sport. Like it was based on a thing they made up with their friends. So no one fucking owns it. It's just some random dudes. It's not like.
I'm sure they could be creative and find a way to
There's-
still make it without calling it that.
I don't know.
I
I would
have
just
to
call
keep
it
the clever
basketball.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Mark?
Alive. This is the
yeah.
most I've been active today.
Okay.
I've been in
Perfect.
bed like the entire day.
Perfect.
You need those days though.
I stayed up like watching Iron Fist and then I just.
How is Iron Fist? I was waiting to
alright.
hear from you because
I'm not finished, but it's not it's not Daredevil, but it's all right.
is it Jessica Jones?
No.
Is it Luke Cage?
No, like they're all different in their own ways. Like it's hard to really compare.
That's fair.
And I mean, I know there's been like a lot of bad rep going around about it
Yeah, it's awesome.
because people only got like the first 6 episodes to watch. By the way, so that's on Marvel.
Sorry,
Like,
wait, what?
Like when they were sending out reviews, like sending out like
Oh,
people to watch it early, they only gave them the first 6 episodes,
Got it.
and that's what they're basing their reviews off of. I'm like, why review an unfinished product? Like, why not wait till the whole thing is over?
Are they writing
because
reviews or previews? Because they're doing previews, it's totally acceptable.
it was reviews.
Everything's everywhere.
But,
Everyone
like,
thinks our goddamn
'cause, like,
reviewer.
right,
By the way, I
like-
reviewed Shovel Knight this week. But shit gets out there.
But it's not like you reviewed like half the game. You reviewed the whole thing. Like you waited, you played the whole thing, and then you reviewed it.
You're not wrong, but people are fucking stupid. And
Yeah. I mean, a lot of their reasons
again,
weren't,
people will
weren't
review
just.
everything, and
Yeah.
that's what happens. Like when literally, I'm half joking, but like people have
Yeah.
access to all this shit now, so everyone thinks they can do whatever.
Right.
There's no what do you call it? Sorry, I'm at the end of a long
Filter?
weekend. Not filter. There's no like
Gatekeeper?
standard. Like no one
Yeah.
sets. You know what I mean? Like we set a very strict standard. Like we're not going to review something unless we complete it. Like it's a simple rule, but it's a rule. Like this is just like I have a thing early. I'm going to put it on the internet. It sucks. Whether or not they get 6 episodes or 10 or 12 or whatever. But
Right.
how deep are you?
I'm on episode, I think, like 8 or 9.
How deep is your love?
I know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm treating this as like, all right, this is all origin, basically, for the Defenders. I feel like the Defenders is the meat and potatoes of this whole Netflix thing. So I can tolerate and forgive anything that seems boring or too drawn out or whatever, because it's all detail, like pointless to some, but like it's all details that are just added to that character. So now when you watch Defenders, you have all this background to them.
I feel like watching, and I don't know, but like for Iron Fist, does he feel like he's getting his justice? Or in terms of like, are they Are they paying the correct homage to the character? Are they building that character the right way? In your opinion,
I don't know him that well to compare to like source material. I mean, like I have like some idea. I don't know. Like it's, I want to say no, just because I mean, yeah, like I agree with people that maybe it's a little too drawn out. But first season of Daredevil, like
it's all drawn out.
That was like
drawn out.
like the last like final 3 episodes were like the greatest thing in season 1. Maybe the last 2.
Still, but that's the thing is like that. The shit's so infectious.
He got his costume and like,
Yeah,
but granted, episode 2 was really cool because of the hallway fight.
But that's the thing. Like people could easily say like, oh, he doesn't get his costume till the very end.
Right.
Season 1 sucks.
But Iron Fist isn't getting a costume.
Right, but I mean, like, had Daredevil come out 2 weeks later, the universe would have been in a different place, and people would have said that shit. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think everybody just wants all these shows to be just like Daredevil with like its grittiness and like darkness or whatever. But it's
But
like
it still has like this light kind of
for Iron Fist,
style
like,
to it.
it makes sense. You know,
Somehow.
he was raised by monks, you know, so he has like this very like philosophical, spiritual side about him, and like he tries not to give in to that negative side. That's what he's all about. So if you have like an understanding with like martial arts and that lifestyle, you might appreciate the little things in this. But I guarantee most people don't. So I don't know. I guess it could have been better, but it's whatever. I don't care.
I might watch it. I don't know. I do need something to watch. All my shows are over.
Yeah, I mean it's something.
Playoffs starting soon.
But
shit! Yeah, you're right. Let me watch that. Football?
Yep.
Cool. I'm in.
But yeah, just been, I don't know, life.
Yeah.
Just like all week. It's just been, I've been like late to work all week. My sleeping has been way off.
Is it? You need a new bed? You know, a new mattress can change lives.
I think I just need to actually sleep.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
That would help.
Yeah, it just hasn't been my week.
It'll happen.
But yeah.
Robitussin, DM.
See, I'm afraid to take anything like.
Just chug the whole bottle.
No.
That's it.
I mean, one time I think I did take like some kind of Mucinex, and I was late the next day because.
Oversleeping.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any sleeping pills like ever. I'm afraid of like.
Yeah, I did that with
missing my alarms.
Simply Sleep, I think. Back when I was in college and I had really bad insomnia, it was called Simply Sleep. It was basically Tylenol PM without the Tylenol. Just the PM.
NyQuil did something like that recently, a couple years ago.
It's kind of
Sleep
fucking
Quill
weird
or something
when
like
you
that.
think about it.
Z-Quil, that's what it was.
God, yeah, it's bizarre.
My ex-girlfriend used that some nights.
All nights. Chug. No. I don't know. I was like, I could not sleep. It was bad. And it was like, I'll take this. And it wouldn't put me to sleep, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted something just to like fucking knock me out.
Right.
Didn't do that. But once I was asleep, I couldn't wake up for 8. I always slept a solid 8, which was not good. Because I was still going to bed at the same time, but I wasn't waking up. So I was just sleeping through all my classes. It was like,
with this, I was
still going to bed at 7 a.m., but now I'm sleeping until 3 p.m.
I kept waking up and then going back to sleep all day.
Ew.
I was just like, I don't know. Maybe it was just like the way like the blood circulation was just like, I can't move. I'm sinking.
Good stuff.
Did you get a snow day Tuesday?
I still had to go into work.
Nerd.
All right, well, bye.
Matt and I had fun.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah. Except, you texted me something when you pulled up.
This is where we're gonna go. Yeah, I texted Joe. I was afraid he wasn't home yet because I didn't see his new car in the driveway. So I texted him, "Where's you home?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I am." Where's your car at? I'll explain later. And
yeah,
am I getting it?
I forgot. I was gonna explain before we recorded, but we're recording, and I forgot. I haven't explained yet. So Monday was the day before the snow. Tuesday was the day of the snow. However, the snow started Monday night.
Correct.
So I was off Monday. Katie and I were off Monday, and I was like, "Oh, we should go run to the local Target, gather the things that we need before the snow, in case we're snowed in."
Yeah, toilet paper, eggs, milk.
False.
The traditional things now.
So you guys know I largely stopped drinking soda, but I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. I'm getting a 12-pack of Coke for the snow day, So I can have, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a good day. I also need some hot pockets.
If you want to call it snow, it was
Yeah.
just like ice crap.
Miserable.
It was pretty garbage. But so I was like, I need the essentials, you know?
Yeah.
Candy, cookies,
Yeah,
all
you
of
got
that shit, you know?
All the sugar.
All the frozen pizzas, all the things. So we got all that. Katie had a rather aggravating, agitating day Monday. So whenever she has like stupid shit that just gets on her nerves, it's her like solace to go buy a plant. So she goes to a very particular, farm, buys plant, brings home plant. That's why the living room looks the way it does, right?
Gotcha.
So yeah. She was like, well, when we go out, let's go run. I want to get a plant just to like, and I was like, all right, cool. We'll go do that. She's like, can we go first? And I was like, no, we got to go to Target first before that becomes awful.
worse
hell.
than it already is, probably.
Yeah. And it was already fucking bad because that Target's a piece of shit, but still,
Yeah.
whatever. Got in, got out, headed up to the place. We're almost there. And approaching a red light. And this is like 5-ish in the afternoon. It's probably like 5 when we left. Probably whatever o'clock, right? Close to 6, but not quite 6. So I'm getting close to a red light, and the snow has like started, right? But it's just light flurries. It's nothing, whatever. Getting close to a red light, and then I notice the speedometer drops.
Oh.
Or sorry, the speedometer doesn't work anyway. The
you were
odometer,
saying, yeah.
right? The odometer
yeah.
drops to 0. And I was like, well, that's not supposed to happen. I was like, all right.
Did you say just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah. full on. Put it in park, key off, key on, engine starts back up. Fantastic. We're good to go. Go up, pull into the local Wawa, because I realized, I should have bought myself a Coke for the road. Start this journey early. So I pull in, ended up, I opted out. Got me a little Monster Rehab with the iced tea lemonade combo.
The pink one.
It's the Arnold Palmer.
You know what?
No?
So what I just said there wasn't the pink one, but I actually did get the pink one.
I thought the pink one was Rehab.
Pink one is, but it's just called pink
right
lemonade.
behind you. Look right behind you.
There's several flavors.
That's Rehab.
That one,
Oh, yeah.
that's the one I just described, but you're right. I don't know why I described that one, because I bought a pink
Subliminal.
lemonade the other day. And now this is the one I bought today. Just
Okay,
for
yeah.
fun.
I've had those two, and
The peach tea.
no, I haven't tried that one yet.
Peach tea's good. I think
Okay.
there's a mango tea. Is that the other one? The red
Probably.
one?
Mango's usually a
Yeah.
popular choice with tea.
Sure. So I grabbed that, whatever. Car's running the whole time. Come back out, get in the car, drive up the street. It's not too much further from the Wawa where the thing is, the plant farm.
shop.
Pull in there. Now, by this point, it is 6:15, and I know this specifically. 6:15 p.m. They close at 7. Well, because there's a few flurries in the fucking sky, the entire staff is at the front window like this.
What?
Just the most
Arms crossed, stoic.
blank stare. Fuck you, don't come in our store. Very much that look. That's not how you run a goddamn business. You're supposed to be open body language. You're supposed to be approachable. This was
Smiles
none of that.
and eye contact.
None of that. This was like, if you get out of your fucking car, we will stab over and over.
They probably get a lot of bullshit people too.
Still though, you're.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not justifying, but I mean, I'm just saying
Hey,
that's probably the reason.
Look, I get it, right? It's snowing. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to get out.
Everybody's miserable.
However,
Yeah, like it's Wawa.
it's what happened. No, this was.
not Wawa.
This is the plant place.
The plant
shop. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Wawa, they're fucked. They're trapped there.
Oh, okay.
They don't get to close. And I was like, all right, well, let's go. And Katie's like, no, leave. And I was like, no, we just drove all the way up here. I'm not leaving. We got to go in. I'm going in. Fuck them. Fuck, they can't stand off like this. We're going in. She's like, no, just leave. I was like, all right, fine. Fuck it. We won't go in. Fuck them for that. But we left.
Yeah.
Didn't go get the plant.
Oh, I didn't stick it to the man. I'm a little disappointed, but oh well.
I was
Continue.
there, but I've got to be respectful.
Yeah.
Drive back. Okay, here we go. Coming down the road. Car does a thing again. This time, not approaching a red light. This time, just in the middle of the road doing 40 miles an hour. Done. Shuts off. Like, all right, cool. It's just, luckily I was in the right lane, so not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Pop the old hazards on. And I'm like, all right, let's just sit for a sec. Come to a stop. Put it in park. Key off, key on. Okay. Won't turn over. Key off, key on. Won't turn over.
This sounds like what I was having trouble with
Right.
my old car.
Right. So I was like, well, I got me a 12-pack of Coke in the back. Why don't I just pour it in the battery, Marc style? Turn off, won't turn over. Turn off, won't turn over. Remember, it just started snowing.
Yeah.
It's after 6 p.m. So not only are people leaving work to get home for the day as they normally would, people are also out and about trying to fuck shit up before the snow comes down. So traffic as fuck. And I'm broke down on a very busy road. Here we are. Fortunately, some nice Baltimore County policemen pull up behind me in a SUV. 3 of them jump out, start fucking traffic up. They're like, stop your fucking car. And they're like, hey, we're going to push you in the parking lot. Cool? I was like, cool, thanks, guys. And then one guy's like, stop the fucking... Yelling at traffic, like, shut everything down just for me. It made me feel like the bell of the ball.
Ball the bell.
Had 3 strong men front of the car, push it backwards, and I steered into the parking lot, into a parking spot. They went, hey, you got a cell phone? I went, yes, I do. It's 2017. Take care, sirs. They took off. They left. I got out, I opened the hood, looked inside, and I went, okay, that's an engine. I shut the hood. I got back in the car, turned the key, started. Perfect. Drove home. Fantastic. Great news, right?
But...
Well, then the snow day happened. We're snowed in for the day. Whatever. Wednesday morning, back to work. Time to go. I had shoveled everything Tuesday night, but I did not clean the car. So Wednesday morning, wake up early, get ready, go outside, start both cars, proceed with the cleaning of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
I knock mine out
the
first.
Froster, go, yep.
Knock out mine first because I'm more important.
Mm-hmm.
Move on to Katie's. By the time I'm halfway done Katie's car, I hear my engine shut off. I'm like, ooh.
As it should.
No, not how that one works, actually. Usually cars just stay on unless you ask them to not do that. So
I don't think your car was behaving normally this whole time.
I don't know. So I was like, all right, whatever. I got to finish Katie's car anyway, so I'll just fucking deal with that in a minute. Finish Katie's car. Go put her keys back in the house, whatever. Turn my key back. Turn it forward, won't. Turn it, won't. I have to let it sit for like 20 minutes. And I'm late at this point, like not at work. So eventually it turns back on. I get on my way to work. I'm halfway to work, and I live 4 minutes away from work, so that's fine. Halfway to work, and engine shuts off in the middle of the road. And I'm like, all right. It does turn off, turn back on. We're good. I get to work okay. Get in, work the whole day, whatever. Call my dad immediately, and I was like, hey, this is a thing. And, my grandfather's a mechanic, so I was like, he's like, just, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, I'm off tomorrow. He's like, cool, can you bring it to me so I can have it and we can try and figure this out? I was like, yeah, great. So Wednesday night, got to drive it to him.
Off and on a few times.
My dad takes me like 15 minutes to get to his house, 20 tops. Took me an hour and 15 minutes.
I was going to say 2 hours.
Close to it. I almost listened to an entire Giant Bombcast.
Oh, damn.
Which is,
Yeah.
right. 6 days worth of, So it was just like, drive, dead. Drive, dead. Just dead. So it is there. They started to look at it one of the days.
Do you know what's going on with it yet, or no?
Kinda. So they checked...
My best guess, alternator?
Good guess. Don't know yet.
Okay.
We started with fuel filter.
Okay. I don't know anything about cars, but...
Me neither. I'm just
feel
going to
like
regurgitate some terms here.
Okay, got it.
Fuel filter was changed because it could be fuel pump, could be fuel filter. But once they verified the pump was okay, the filter is what they changed. Check the fuel line to make sure that's all running smoothly. That seemed fine. After they changed the filter, it apparently ran very, very well. So much so that they were ready to just drive it over here, dump it off. However, it died on them. After the longest test, it finally died.
Right.
So they're like, all right, well, not ready yet. Moved on to a distributor cap,
Okay.
which is words that I'm unaware of what they mean. But by the time they had gotten to that conclusion to try that, it was late in the day Friday, unable to buy parts until
Monday.
So here we are. Now I don't know yet, but I'm off Monday, so
There it is.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
So your car's not going to be gone until November. Maybe.
You know,
Okay.
I've been hearing that term a lot in songs lately, like more than just that one.
Interesting.
Like it's just I don't like I feel like it's a real thing. Like there's even like a
Was it something we just weren't listening for?
there's even like a type of
pizza
beer
party?
that's called Gone Till November.
Interesting.
And like I feel like there's something that we're just not getting.
I
Is
was,
there?
I was telling you that day that Kid Cudi song has. I forget. I think it's Day and Night. Has a little Gone to November 9 in it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if all these are referencing that song or because the song has to be referencing something too.
Does it? It's
I
by
feel like
Clef
it is.
John. He's a
I feel
musical
like
genius.
because I feel like it's some kind of like seasonal type of job.
Gone till November.
I
Have
don't.
they gone
I
to
don't.
November?
I don't know.
Maybe it's from
Because there were songs before that song came out where they were referencing saying those words.
Gone with the Wind. Maybe it's a reference to like an old classic movie. Is that in Citizen Kane somewhere?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm unfamiliar.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not sure. Have you guys ever heard of Now Playing?
Maybe.
Oh, it's a segment, Matt. We do it every week on the podcast.
Oh,
Now Playing is where we talk about what video games we played. So, with your snow day,
It's a video game.
or non-snow day,
nerd.
what,
Sorry, I got overtime.
I know. What, how many hours of Zelda did you guys play this week?
Mark, you go first.
Ooh. Not.
While you're thinking, I played 0.
Oh my god. Yeah, you
Um,
sent me a real motherfucker of a picture this afternoon.
So
Did you
I
get
didn't.
that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I
was in the
got
group.
that.
I didn't. So I didn't play on my Switch, but I did use it today. My phone needed a charge. My PlayStation has all the USB things plugged
You're
in.
terrible.
Has my headset and my
I heard that's a
controller
slow
charger.
charge.
But then I threw it. Totally forgot that the Switch dock has a second USB port. The first one, of course, being occupied by my Pro controller
There's
charger.
actually 3 USB.
Oh, it's the one inside.
There's one inside,
yeah, that's
there's
right.
2 external.
Oh yeah, so I saw that second external one. I was like, great, I'll play Horizon while I charge my phone from the Switch.
Terrible.
And then I decided, I was like, oh, this is the first time I'm using my Switch in a week and a half. Oh, this is funny. I should probably text Mark and Joe.
You're the worst. Worst.
So no Zelda this week. Sorry.
Mark?
Not as much time as I would have hoped to have put in.
Hmm.
Just again, like life stuff. So like if I did play it every like couple nights here or there, it would be just to do the amiibo crap that I said I wouldn't do when I first played this game. But now I'm doing it, and
Because you gotta get them costumes.
that's all I want is the outfits. I don't want anything to like help me like gameplay.
But honestly,
but it did give me a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, and those ingredients, like I burned through them so quickly anyway, it's not like it's helping.
I still have a butt ton.
I feel like I'm not getting that much, like where I'm
I have
getting
so much fruit.
I feel like I'm not getting that great of an advantage. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's not
that's
like
true.
I'm, oh shit, hacks, Game Shark, watch out. It's just like, oh, I got some fish and a couple of meats and a
Yeah.
banana or 2.
but it's something for okay. So I beat a divine beast.
Do we want to do Zelda now and just go all through Zelda? You want to wait? I'm sorry, I kind of just threw that out there as a half joke.
I
but
mean, that's all I've really been playing, other than like
cool, let's Zelda it out.
Okay.
Tell me about this half beast. Where'd you
I'll
go?
step away for 20 minutes.
By the way, I need to apologize because last week I talked about beating the giraffe. It's a camel. I repeatedly said giraffe.
Got it.
It is
You
a-
did say giraffe
a
last
camel
week.
is a desert giraffe.
I mean, yeah, it's a desert giraffe with 2 humps, but just for clarity's sake, yeah, camel.
Can't believe I didn't know that.
I mean, I don't know why I'm an asshole because it was like, why the fuck would there be a giraffe in the Gerudo Desert? That doesn't make any sense.
When you said giraffe, I was like, oh, that's just one I haven't seen yet. And then,
Right. Yep.
And then now, well, I didn't play it, so I couldn't verify it. But now I'm glad you're
Yep.
making me a little bit less confused.
Asshole. Right here. So yeah, which one did you do a half of?
So yeah, I'll be gone to November, guys.
Okay,
We're not no spoilers at all. Like we wouldn't do
No.
that, but
I beat Ruta.
so Elephant Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where's that at?
This is Zora.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the one I am currently in.
Cool.
Got it.
Yeah, I was originally going to head to Death Mountain first,
Mm-hmm.
but the Zoras were always like, "Hey, this prince is looking for a Hylian. You should probably go help us." And I was like, "All right." And then another one pops up. I'm like, "All right, I get it." Then I find a tower, and there's another one there. I'm afraid of heights. I don't know why I'm up here, but hey, you should go help us. I'm like, "All right, I get it. Go, go." So I go over there, and what does Prince
Sidon.
Sidon?
I've been calling him Sidon. I don't know if it's
I
right.
don't know. I thought there was an H in there, but I don't think
No
there
idea.
is. But yeah, he's cool.
He's become quite popular on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his famous pose, reminds me of that secret club on
BK
Simpsons.
Kids Club?
On The Simpsons with the fish and the...
Oh, shit. What's it called?
Like, cause wasn't Abe a part of it?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it. But yeah.
It's like a fish with a cigar or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it kept reminding me of.
Yeah, he's got
So I was like, I'm waiting for that to be like a tattoo on somebody's arm. But yeah, that was cool. Zora's Domain was pretty neat. I'm done with Rain.
Yeah. Rain is,
I am so done with Rain right now.
Was it just in that area?
It is in that area for a reason.
Yeah, it's constantly in that area for a
but
reason.
it just turns out to be wherever I want to climb something that takes a good while.
Yeah.
It just wants to rain.
There's a, if you talk to a specific Gerudo lady somewhere, there's a quote, and she says, like, at first I thought the rain was great, and now it's, then I was just like, yep,
so they acknowledge
me
it.
too.
They acknowledge this bullshit.
Yeah.
I saw that quote.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fucking God.
Zora's Domain was cool. I like that they played the old Zora's Domain theme
Yeah,
subtly in the background.
Yeah. So,
From the 64, from Ocarina of Time.
can we talk about music for a sec?
Sure.
There's a lot in there where, like, it's there, but it's not there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's very subtle.
So you had mentioned earlier in the week via text message to us about the 3 short documentaries that Nintendo put out about Breath of the Wild, just kind of behind the scenes looks at making of. And part of it, they talked about the music and the sound design and all that stuff. And
Yeah, they wanted like mostly to be all piano.
yeah, and they talked about how I think,
It was more like ambiance.
I forget the percentage now, but it was something like, I don't know, 1 in 3 songs are like,
Yeah, because
kind
I could hear Epona's theme in Kakariko Village.
So Epona's theme shows up for me at any stable that Rito is hanging out at. Have you met Rito?
Rito.
He's a bird with an accordion.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, no. Rito is the name of the
the race.
people.
Yeah.
His name is Kass.
I think so.
K-A-
Big blue bird.
Kass. He has an accordion.
Yeah.
So anytime he's at a stable, he's playing like a variation of it.
Oh,
which
okay.
is- yeah.
At least I thought I heard it in Kakariko.
No, you're not wrong.
It's like it was like 2 or 3 notes, but I was like, that sounds like it.
There's all these like little subtle things where it's not straight up like Ocarina or any of the other Zelda games really, where like music themes are a constant or like something that carry the beats of the story
because the main item was an ocarina. So everything was heavily music based.
But even that, like when you're in a specific area, it's always this specific. Like it was like overpowering.
Right, like everything had a theme song.
In this, it's very subtle. It's very just like you can hear traces of it when you're looking for it.
Yeah, it's relaxing, and to be honest, it's what I liked about Minecraft when it first started. Everything was very just ambiance and like piano stuff. Yeah, because like the artist for that was like C418, and he was really good with all that stuff. And so it just reminded me of that, just being like an open world, and just like it took a back seat. It just helped you, like ease the ride of everything.
Did you find a great fairy fountain?
I found one.
So that does have like full on music, and I'm curious because
it wasn't my favorite Great Fairy theme.
That was what I was going to ask, because every time we talk about like favorite Zelda tunes or favorite video game music,
I love Great Fairy theme.
Go to is Great Fairy theme.
Maybe I'm just not used to it yet, but I mean, I didn't hate it.
You're also used to the dubstep remixes.
Okay, well, the one like hip hop remix was good.
I know.
Ocarina of Rhyme, people check it out.
I can't hear the.
Dude, it's chill. Like Midnight Drives with that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying that phrase. That's the 7th time I've said.
No, but I think my favorite one was, I'm not sure if it was Ocarina of Times or Twilight Princess.
Twilight has really good music because it's all dark and goth, and it makes me feel good, like I'm a real cool goth girl again.
It's definitely, you're talking about ambiance. That game definitely had it.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a Twilight world, it's all like synth. But it was all like nothing was in key. It was just. It was like, oh, am I feeling uneasy? Because I mean, am I supposed to be feeling uneasy? Because I am. It's like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
But yeah, that Great Fairy theme, it's all right. It felt a little fast.
It is a little sped up.
Yeah. So I think I just need to get used to it because I've only heard it once so far.
What?
But now I am finally heading towards the Goron City. Like I found it finally.
Wait, so you finished the elephant?
Yes.
Okay.
I finished that entirely.
Cool. So you got.
I like that whole story. I like.
Yeah.
Sifa. Mifa.
Yeah.
I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's kind of like she kind of reminds me of Ares.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 7. She has like that personality about her. And also being like a slight healing type, I guess.
Yeah.
Judging by stuff
that may or may not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I like that they went with that style of the Zoras too.
Yeah, they're different.
Where it's basically like the whole fish body is their head.
Yeah. Have they done that in any of the other
Twilight
canon?
Princess, it's what it's based off of.
Okay.
But Twilight was like, yeah, they had the red ones and blue.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's cool.
they're cool. They so I beat the game. I beat it. I killed Ganon.
Jeez. Did you just like go through the story and that's it? Just like ran through it?
So that's the thing. Like I talked to, I mentioned it like the day after work. Went in and talked to one of my managers, and she was just like, she's like, "How's the snow day?" And I was like, "It was rad. Beat Zelda." And she's like, because her husband's playing it too, and she's like, "You what?" And I was like, "Well, it's not like I just played it for a night. Like, if you look at the time stamp on it, it's like over 50 hours before I beat it." But yeah, I think by the time when we had last recorded, I was done 2 of 4.
I think.
Yeah, like I only heard updates when you were just
Sorry, I
beating beasts, and
I just didn't say much because I forgot if I don't know if saying there are 4 things is a spoiler, but sure there's 4 things. So yeah, I know. I think we're a couple weeks in.
It's in the very beginning where they tell you. So
yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I'd finished 2 of 4. I was in the middle of the camel.
Or giraffe.
Camel.
Sand giraffe.
I think by the time we were talking, I was at the end of it, but I just didn't fuck with the boss yet. And then I tried to fuck with the boss, and I just got fucked up. I was not like patient at all. I wasn't ready for it whatsoever.
Jeez.
So I was like, you know what? There's probably a thing I could get that might help me, maybe that you might get in a lot of Zelda games that maybe would be useful. So why don't I go try and do some things to get that thing? I already knew where that thing was by that point, but I knew that I couldn't get that thing quite yet. So I was like, why don't I go do some things so I can maybe get that thing? And then I got that thing, and then I fucked that thing up inside that place. And kind of once I had that thing,
everything was easy.
Not easy, but I think I just was more confident. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain element to Zelda where this Zelda, at least with Breath of the Wild, where your weapons have that durability. So even when you start finding stronger weapons and you find better weapons, you're always terrified that this next hit is going to be the last hit.
Can I talk about that for a second?
Sure.
All right, so I mean, have we all swung a sword before?
In reality,
yeah,
I've swung a stick, and
I beat people with bats back in the day.
Fake swords, not an actual sword,
and just not like a doll like metal sword, or at least like felt one, or like
swung a pole.
I had a Darth Maul's lightsaber as a kid.
Yeah,
does that count?
Toys, never a real blade,
like a ninja sword or anything.
No.
Okay.
My brother-in-law had
a knife.
I've brandished, you got to brandish every now and then just to scare the kids away. But my brother-in-law had katanas. I remember like picking them up. I don't remember swinging them.
Right, but the point I'm getting at is like,
yes.
I think these break too easy. I feel like, here's what I think should happen. Kind of like Majora's Mask, where a sword will get dull. And then maybe after it's dull, it would have a chance to break. I think the durability of these should last a little longer because, like,
you want Bloodborne system.
Because, like, I guess, but like, because a blacksmith makes these, it's like I never just swung a sword and just shattered to pieces, like the whole thing, metal and all, just shattered like a plate.
I kind of took it as Link is just so.
Is he that strong?
He's just that fucking buff.
Yeah,
wailing on motherfuckers until these things just shatter to pieces. No,
I think you just have to take that as one of those memes you see occasionally, that game logic one.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you have to suspend that belief.
Right. I mean, like, it's a minor thing. It doesn't break the game for me, but I just
yes,
in my head after
sense,
one day. I'm just like,
there's a lot of
there's also fish people in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I know. No, that was one where, and that's what I mean. Like, you enter these boss fights and you're like, I'm not ready for this. I have a fucking Zora spear and I have a bokoblin club. I can't do shit.
I have
You
a
know what I mean?
hammer. How do you break a hammer?
But yeah, it just, you don't feel confident. And I feel like I was imbued with a little more confidence once I got a thing that you might get in all the games.
Yeah.
And,
Steroids. We're talking about
right.
steroids.
Yeah. No, that one, I mean, that it does have its own limitations, right? So there's stuff, right? You can't just, anyway. But you still feel better going into a boss
Right.
fight. So I think with that I was a little more confident. For me, that was kind of the end game. Was like, once I get that, then I feel like, because once you find this thing, you kind of realize how tough it is to get. It's not just handed to you; you have to earn it. And once you earn it, you feel so accomplished that you're like, going to Hyrule Castle, motherfuckers. And then it was like, all right, I got to go to Hyrule Castle now, motherfuckers. So I charged off to Hyrule Castle. And I had went there previously because, what was it? There's something I had to collect.
There's a
memories.
cooking book. Oh.
No. Oh, right. Yeah, I did get that side quest, but I couldn't find that yet.
Okay.
But there's the memories, right? You have
There's a cookbook?
there's a side quest. Some dong is just like,
it's right outside Kakariko.
Does
It's
it like
a
save your
stable.
recipes?
I don't know.
I don't know. I never found it.
He said it was in Hyrule, and I looked at Hyrule, and I saw the big black thing swirling around. I was like, nah, I'm not going to go there quite yet.
That was one
Not
of
with my 3 hearts.
Funnily enough, like when I first stumbled into Hyrule Castle, because you can kind of go at it from a couple of different ways. The first area I stumbled into was the dining hall. So I killed the people in there, and then I was like, all right, where's this fucking cookbook? And I never found it. So I don't know. But yeah, you have the memories that you have to unlock. So it's like Zelda's memories taken with the Sheikah Slate, like a camera, and you have to go around Hyrule and find them. And the final one I had looked like it was probably in Hyrule, but I couldn't tell. So even though I wasn't ready to go dive right in, I still wandered around the entire castle until I found the final memory. But yeah, and then I went back and went into the castle and wandered in. And
I think that's the one Zelda trope that always stayed, where it's like, you had this really important thing to do, but you can really stop and smell the roses if you want.
Yeah, and I did for a while.
You can go fishing. You can do all these fun things while Zelda is like in torment.
Yeah.
And you feel a little bad. And so it's like, how long should I
know.
Is there a time limit? I
Yeah,
feel like there should be one.
And that's where I kind of got, especially like after you do like the main things, like the only main quest left is destroy Ganon. You're like,
yeah.
Okay, and you go talk to a couple people, and they're all like, boy, I bet Zelda would really like your help right now. And it's like, I will, but I got these other shrines to find. I want to see what else is out there. And yeah. But
now, can you continue the game after?
You can.
Okay.
You can.
I assume they would, since there's more stuff coming.
I could tell you a little bit about that if you want. Like, it's not a spoiler thing, but I could.
Right.
For me, going into it, I knew that the end of the game would mean one of 3 things. It would mean either it just keeps going, right? Like, Ganon's destroyed, and now I get to wander Hyrule in peace. It would be New Game Plus.
Right.
Or it would be the thing where it does...
The point of no return.
Right. It does an autosave right before the final boss fight. Whatever. And I can tell you which one of those it is if you'd like me to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I assume it's the first one.
What was the first one?
You just continue after beating them.
Your assumption matches my assumption, especially, I'll just say that. Your assumption matches mine, however, we're both incorrect.
Huh.
So it's either New Game Plus or autosave right before the final boss that you pick up from.
Okay.
Which I can...
So I'm wondering how that DLC will work then.
Yeah, me too.
Adding a new chapter or whatever, or a new place.
I wonder if... So I'll tell you this. I'm just going to tell you. It's the fucking autosave one, right? It's the autosave thing, but it's like...
God, there's like so many autosaves.
Yeah. Well, it's... No. Like, once you do it...
I know, but it
stars your save.
Oh.
So it's like, yo, yeah, we know you beat this. Like, here's a star. And what you get...
I guess that's why they give you 1,000 autosaves.
Yeah. And what you get when you come back into it is... you're literally right where you were before you stepped in. So you're just like, oh, cool. Fuck off. I'm going to go back out here now.
That's what I always did with Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Just booted up and like did that final boss fight every time.
So I just didn't go back into it again. I went back into the world, fast traveled somewhere else. But the star, what that gives you is percentage. It gives you how many quests out of how many quests you've completed, all of that kind of stuff. So I told you guys, do you think it's safe to say on the air the number I was at?
Like percentage wise?
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Okay. So it took me just over 50 hours to beat the game. The way the Switch kind of keeps track of things, it's not a precise thing. It gives you increments of 5 hours. So mine said over 50 hours.
I need to look at that and see what mine is.
Yeah. For the first 10 days, it just says that you played it X amount of days ago. After 10 days, it tells you you've played for more than blah, blah, blah hours.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It does it with all Switch games. I'd love to just have an activity log, please, Nintendo. Please.
Beta.
I know. We're beta testers. So yeah, over 50 hours. Now I am approaching the 60-ish mark, I would assume. And I am 17.2% complete.
That is insane.
With the game.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
This is like the biggest Zelda game.
Yeah.
Like unprecedented. Like,
yeah. So what
just slight Witcher territory you just found yourself in.
It's wild. Like I
wasn't called that one. I heard it too.
Thanks. What I ended up doing was I will say it's been a little hard to go back to it. Not that I'm like
that makes sense.
I'm stoked about it, and I still love this game, and I want to keep playing. However, like I also had a really long weekend with work stuff, like just travel and whatever, and not
I'm
having
like,
a car. So
I'm definitely taking my time with this.
I say take your time, and I say don't rush into the final boss. Like as
No,
much
I'm
as you
not.
feel that urge to like I gotta save Zelda, like she'll be fine. She's not going anywhere.
It's like that's where you have to game logic. It's like nothing's gonna happen.
This isn't
No,
Majora's
I
Mask.
know that. But I did, again, like, you do feel powerful enough once you get a thing.
Yeah.
And once you get through those 4 things, that you kind of are like, I'm ready to go. And again, I've gone back to it every day since. There hasn't been a day that I stopped playing. It's just I'm playing less now. But what I've been doing is, like, I need to collect every suit of armor. I need to upgrade all these pieces of armor. In order to upgrade armor, once you go to different fairy fountains, they require different things. Some of those different things are very hard to obtain, so you have to go figure out how to do that. And then I'm trying to find as many side quests as I can and all the Korok seeds. And it's become the collectible thing. I need to get all the things I can possibly get.
Like,
fill out my compendium, do all of that.
I haven't discovered anything of, like, northwest and west. Like I haven't touched that area yet. I've been all just Zora, and then right next to it is Goron stuff.
Yeah.
And I just found Goron City, like I said earlier, and like that was a bitch and a half to find for me. I don't know why, but it was. And why are there ostriches there? I don't know.
I don't know either. But I do like shooting them with a bow and arrow and getting me some roasted bird drumsticks.
Yeah.
That's been fun. Yeah. What a goddamn game, though. I tell you what. Like,
and I was just I saw the divine beast for that area.
For the Goron?
Yeah. And I was like, wait, why is it this? I'm like, oh yeah, duh. That's why. I get it. Because the animal's like a lizard or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like Dodongo.
Oh. So wait.
Or like a salamander, I guess is what it is.
Yeah, but I still don't know why everything is everything.
I mean, elephant, water, I get it.
It's a Republican, it's fine.
Perfect, all right.
Yeah. But like, I guess it's more of like a salamander, but I haven't fought it yet. I've just seen it hanging around. But it's usually, like, because in Ocarina of Time, you had the big lizard as the boss, the King Dodongo.
Yeah.
And then,
well, all the way back to the
Spoilers,
beginning.
God.
No, but back to the beginning, you had the Triceratops looking fuck that was Dodongo, right? So,
yeah, so it's always been like some kind of reptilian.
But the other ones don't kind of add up. Like, there's never a camel.
Or a giraffe.
In a desert? Camel makes sense in a desert.
It makes sense in this game. I'm just saying, like, I
in
wanted
general,
I wanted
hasn't-
the
You don't
beast
know,
to
like
be
the shout out, the homage, or whatever.
Right. No,
Whatever.
yeah.
But man, what a good game.
Yeah, like I'm taking my good old time with this. I'm probably like I can see me playing this like all year and then like
Yeah. Well, I'm just excited for you guys to start getting into like the meat of it, and you already have. Like, Mark and I have been texting randomly about just.
There's one other thing.
Yeah.
I guess they can improve upon this when they make another one. If they're gonna keep the like status elements or whatever, or like the perks that you get from like when you with elixirs and food, stack them. Holy crap! So I'm trying to reach the Goron City, and I don't have any like heat armor.
Right.
I only have like maybe some food to make, but if you go to the stable before, this lady will give you 3
She'll sell you-
elixirs.
Yeah.
And she said that's plenty of time to make it to Goron City.
Yeah.
And so it's about 6 minutes each. So you have about 18 minutes, 20 minutes, give or take, to make it there. I used my second one, and I had to fight this mini boss. It was like a golem, like made out of molten
Lava stones?
Yeah, and so I had to fight him. So I was like, "Crap!" He hit me. I need to heal myself, and I used a food that had a defense boost on it. I didn't think it was going to affect the heat resistance, and it took it over. I was like, "Shit!" Now I have to use my third elixir, and now I have to sprint to this city in time before
Yeah.
I set myself on fire.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I made it.
Oh, okay.
And I bought the armor right away, so
Yeah.
I'm good now. But damn.
I ended up avoiding that guy. Like I saw him pop out, and I was like,
Now I was like ice arrows. Got him.
I don't have time for your shit, and I just took off.
I should have. I did it with everything else
Yeah.
after that. I was like, no time for you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was thinking about. I think I left off at the best spot ever because I know this entire week and a half what my next thing I need to do is. I need to clear out that dungeon. If I was just in the middle of the open world, just some random autosave, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have remembered where I was
Yeah,
going.
like I've been.
Yeah.
Like I haven't
So,
played like.
Where I stopped playing is kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way.
Like I haven't played like Zelda in so long that I was so rusty with like dungeon solving. Like I get the shrines are like warm ups.
I'm gonna be.
And some
it's
of them are
gonna
a
be
little different,
mess
but
once
the
I open
elephant-
that game back up.
I feel like an idiot.
No, I told
Like
Matt.
I was like 2 hours. I'm like, what do I do with this rotating thing?
yeah. Oh, that thing. Me too. I was stasising the things inside of it, and
Yeah.
beating the shit out of it. I was like, one of these has to work, right? And yeah.
Yep. I just
But I never got the map to unlock the control of the thing.
I forgot to do the one thing to get that.
So I was sitting in
And
there
I was
like,
oh.
yeah. Yeah.
Then everything was
I
fine
didn't
after that.
struggle with that. Like I got it. I shot the eye. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
oh,
got
ice.
it right away. I didn't see
Ice.
the eye underwater, so I stasis the gate and beat the shit out of the gate to lift it up and grab the map.
Wait, the crank? Oh,
No,
the gate
the-
itself?
The very
The first
beginning
gate.
of
you
the
shoot the first eye, get into the
Yeah.
the dungeon, whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then you go to your left. There's the gate where the map's in. There's an eye that's underwater barely.
Oh, I saw that.
yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I going to open it? And I ran all around any area that I could run to, and I was doing weird shit, like trying to break the physics of the game and climb through walls and shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure anything out. And I was like, I guess I got to get that map. I guess that's what the key to this whole thing. How do I get the fucking map? And I couldn't get it, so
You didn't let the game teach you. You just didn't let the game teach you.
I couldn't find that eye. I didn't see an eye, so I just stasis the gate, hit it with a bunch of shit, and it shot up, and I just ran under really quickly, and it slammed shut. Got the map, ran
Game
back
design
up.
101. That's why that first eye was there. You saw a goop. Oh, let me take care of that eye. Oh, the goop's gone.
Again, I looked-
saw more goop on the gate. Oh, there's an eye somewhere.
I know.
Game design 101.
You're not wrong, but I couldn't find the eye to
Didn't
save.
let the game teach you.
It taught me to look for the eye. I
It's
looked
Mario
for the eye.
1-1 all over again, Joe.
Look for the eye. Couldn't find the eye.
Yeah, I missed a very easy. I forgot what the order I did things in, but it was like I had to go back to the beginning part and like I was like, oh, how did I miss that?
Yeah.
And
But the cool thing is like that there are so many different ways to solve a puzzle. Like there are. I just
Yeah.
saw somebody on Twitter. There's a puzzle in one of the other ones. I guess I shouldn't say, right? But you have to. It's something to do with.
I cheated on one of the shrines.
Yeah, so basically, like this is like something where you basically have to connect some things, and there's a way to do it. And it took me a while to figure it out too, to figure out this puzzle. I had to go find a thing to put in a thing to make everything thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody on Twitter who it was funny as shit, and they did something completely different. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say anything because I do think it's I like the discovery in this game.
I'll
I
talk
think
about this one. I don't care. It's a little shrine. It's not a big deal. There's ones where you have to like tilt with like the gyroscope or whatever to like get the ball out of like through a maze. I fucking hopped the whole thing. The ball just hopped over right to the exit side, and then I made it.
So
like,
we talked about that one, didn't we?
Now I'm trying to think which one.
it's a platform that you rotate and like so the ball goes like a little maze, and there's edges that it can fall off of. So you have to get it from like you start here, but the exit is right next to it. But you have to go all the way around to get to the exit. I did
something different. We talked about something different.
So here's what I did.
Or
I
unless
just
we
I
thought
just I
that's
just
two
popped it
completely
up in the air
different
real quick and caught it on the other side. And
I did the exact same thing because you can turn it in a way to catch it right in the slot it needs to go into, and then flick it to go.
Yeah.
After I was excited about that and talked about it, I heard on another podcast, you can hold your thing, and right before the ball drops, you just turn your controller upside down, and the entire platform on the bottom is flat. And you just get it there, and you avoid the fucking maze
I didn't even
altogether.
think you could use the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't either. But that's I love how much variety there is in this game. Like, you can do whatever you want. The sense of discovery is like so incredible. Like, just unfathomable.
Pro tip for listeners: if you're in a heated area, don't use bomb arrows.
Correct. Yeah. There's all that shit, right? Like, you just keep finding things. You keep finding.
It's the only tip I'll give. Figure out the rest.
And
But
something like I played Skyrim and I got very bored. Like I didn't finish that. Fallout 3 I did finish, but Fallout 4 I just got bored again. I think it's because there's so much emptiness between spaces. What's great about this is like you're wandering and you're like you look and you're like, okay, I gotta go there. Whether you're on a horse or not, I gotta go there, and shit comes at you. Whether it's an enemy to fight,
a Yiga clan member.
oh my, yeah, right. They'll pop up out of nowhere. Or if it's, you find a traveler and he has a red dot next to him, so you're like, oh, that's a side quest. I gotta go talk to. Like, there's always something happening. The whole world feels alive, and there's always something to do.
Because there isn't really like there's side quests, but it doesn't feel like a checklist.
No,
It's not like a fetch quest. It's not like get a certain amount of items, bring it back to me.
And you know what though? There are those. There are those, but even when they are that,
but
they
it's
don't
not like
feel that.
But it's not littered with it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't overwhelm you. Because that was my problem with a lot of open world games, even like MMOs.
Yeah.
There's always something like that, and it's just like, oh, this is part of the story, but not really. It's like, no, this is just a side thing that you just happen to choose to do. It's not completely optional. I mean, I guess the other ones are too, but I don't know. Like, but I always didn't have like a list, like nagging me, like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Breath of the Wild's very good. If you have a Wii U, I would play it. If you have a Switch, I would definitely play it.
That's
Yeah.
What else is there to play?
I know. Matt, I want to hear about Horizon Zero Dawn, but first, I played another game called The Legend of Zelda.
First one?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I was so stoked about Breath of the Wild and my.
Have you beat it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Switch died, or it was near death. So I popped it in the dock, and I was hanging out in the living room with Oswald and Earl, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like going downstairs and playing anything. I'm just gonna, And I grabbed my 3DS, and I was like, what's on here? How you been, little guy? And I opened it up, and I was like, I'm gonna play Zelda. Like, I was already playing it, but watching the if you haven't watched these, the mini documentaries that Nintendo do, they're 10 minutes a piece about just like building the game and whatever, blah blah. I want to go watch their GDC talk too, because that sounded like it was pretty good.
No, yeah.
But in both the GDC talk and in these videos, they talk about how prototyping this game, they actually created a 2D version of this game based on the original NES sprites and world and everything, so they could test the physics of this game. They could test a lot of this game on a 2D space, which Mark and I immediately thought the same thing, which was Zelda Maker. Please, just Zelda Maker.
Yeah.
Zelda Maker.
That's
Zelda
what
Maker.
it looks like.
And
Nintendo's one for recycling, so
yeah, come on, recycle, do it. But seeing that and then playing this and seeing how inspired this one is from that one, not one to one by any stretch of the imagination, but there's so much influence from that original game. And I was like, well, I'm gonna dive back in. Man, it's just so good. I also watched Double Fine. Double Fine does a lot of like regular content on YouTube where they broadcast, or they just like do weird game nights together and they post the videos and stuff. So they actually did one. I meant to text you, but I was so engrossed with playing the game
I
and
probably
watching
saw it
them.
in my feed and I just didn't click on it.
They did the original game, they did Zelda 2, and then they did Mark's favorite, Four Swords, with Game Boys and everything. And
oh, cool.
it's cool. You should watch it. It's like 2 hours long. It's good stream. But then playing out, I'm in. I gotta dive in. And yeah, just wandering around that game again just feels really, really good. And I think this sounds stupid. I'm probably gonna do that thing I did last summer with Pokemon, but I think I'm gonna get Link to the Past on my 3DS, and
I'm surprised you didn't already.
I almost did, and then I was like, no, I should Breath of the Wild and other things that I have to play. But yeah.
What I played of is really good.
I know. I know you'll get back to it.
I played.
You got nothing else coming out.
I got Fast Racing RMX.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I just got it yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it.
It's better than what we played on Wii U.
Yeah, like I really can't remember too much of a difference in my head, but yeah, I like it. Getting used to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then played a little bit of 1-2 Switch again.
How's it hold up?
Between my friends, most popular game right now is Sneaky Dice.
Damn.
Pop bottle. I know.
Pop champagne bottle.
I completely forgot. I bought Snipper Clips.
Oh.
I'm meaning to get that next. I played a demo.
We could try it. Yeah. If you played the demo, then you played the game. But yeah.
So it's just 3 levels and that's it?
That's it. It's the whole game.
I have the demo downloaded on my Switch. I just have it turned on and we can have.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So Snow Day was coming, and I was like, we're gonna need something. So I was like, Katie, let's play this demo to see if you like it. If you like it and I like it, let's buy it for the Snow Day. So I did, and she did, and I did, and we didn't, because I played Zelda all day on the Snow Day and we didn't play. But we played through the demo. It was only 3 levels, and we liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And I immediately bought it. It downloaded rather quickly, so we played through the entire first world of stages, and just it's really fun. Like
it is. Yeah.
I didn't think, like, looking at it and the dumb the eShop is great for not a lot of things, but for one thing it's great for, it has a lot of screenshots and a lot of media built into each game page, which I really like, and it's all fluid and streamlined and easy, but
high res.
Their trailers for that game, though, they need to not focus on the reactions of the people so much.
That's what turned me off. Was like, I know these are actors, but this
I know what they're
not
trying to do.
Yeah, but I need to see something else.
Yeah, we need straight raw gameplay,
right.
Or let it die style.
Yeah, like where it's just completely ridiculous. But this was playing it changed everything, because it was like, oh, got it. I see how this makes sense. This is a lot of fun, and it just lends itself to just some stupid fucking things. Like, we're sitting there, and I was like, look, we're gonna have to cut ourselves, and it was like, yeah, goth kids rule. And then, like, we just
flip on that Linkin Park and just
hybrid theory all the way, girl. And then it was just like, oh, can you get inside me? Like, all these stupid little, you know what I mean? Because you have to, like,
my face went.
Yeah.
So you cut your life into pieces.
Yeah. There's all these, like, little stupid things that pop up. It was fun. I'm excited to play more of that. But that was the thing, is like, we played the demo, I bought it, we played through a good chunk of it, and then I played through Zelda all the Snow Day, and then she went away for work. So it was like, well, all right, we're not gonna play.
Oswald?
Yeah, I tried to get Oswald to hold a Joy-Con, but...
And I've also been playing the Switch more handheld than TV. The more I was playing Zelda, the more I was like, you know what? I just want to lay down.
Yeah.
I was watching, like, Full Metal Alchemist while playing that in my bed.
I haven't played more than I have played on the TV, but I've played...
I hate that it runs slightly better in handheld mode. Yeah. That kind of bothers me.
But I've been playing more handheld than I thought I would.
You say
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So at that event we went to,
yeah,
I wasn't used to, like, okay, we were playing on either giant ass TVs or the handheld.
Yeah.
And so it's like it took a little adjustment for me. I couldn't adjust at the event to play on a smaller screen. But now that I'm, like, acclimated with it and I'm spending more time with it, now I'm more focused on a smaller screen as to a bigger screen. So I'm like, all right, you know what? This isn't bad. I like this. Yeah. It works.
Speaking of which, Splatoon's next weekend.
Is that when the global test fire is? And I keep loading up. I'm like, am I missing the time frame for this?
This weekend?
Next. 24th, 5th, and 6th.
So, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll do what they've done previously, where it's specific time. So it'll be like, hey, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., go.
Stress test.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
I work Saturday.
Yeah. Well, you get Friday.
I have Friday off, and I have something.
Yeah. It'll be fun. That's the Switch update. We'll save it for after. I want to talk or do you want to do it now? Switch impressions?
I mean,
sure. We're on it.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm still happy about it.
Opinion hasn't changed.
Yeah, there's some stuff that...
There's one game to play. There it is.
There's more than one game to play.
There's one game to play.
Shovel Knight. 5 stars. Freecheese.com.
Yeah. Game of the year.
Yeah, it's already in the running. I'm not fucking around. Like that and Zelda are my 2 right now. I got to play
Dude.
Nier soon, but
Dude, this year is gonna be brutal.
it'll be a bloodbath.
It's gonna be brutal.
I'm just gonna say MLB the Show, but that's fine.
Yeah, there are some games, right? But it's the little things that I'm missing. Like I said, the activity log. Like I know it's such a stupid oversight. Like, but I loved that. Like, and that was something I said before the Switch came out. Was like, here are the things I don't want to go away. I don't want Miiverse to go away. Well, fuck me. I don't want the activity log to go away. Well, fuck me again, and don't keep track of it. You know, like that's menu music in the eShop. Like it's a stupid complaint, but like.
But you got that friend sound effect.
The friend sound effect is one of the most like satisfying things in the recent video game memory. But yeah, I don't know. The UI is really snappy, and I like that. But it would cost.
I think I've said this on the podcast before, but it was that moment when my sister came into the room the day I got it. I was playing Zelda. She was like, "Oh, what's there to play?" I was like, "Well, you're looking at it. This isn't 2-player." She's like, "Oh, when's Mario Kart and all that stuff coming out?" I'm like, "It's coming." I wish I could pass you one of these Joy-Cons and play something right now, and I just don't have that. I'm not going to do snipper clips or whatever.
I think you should do the demo for snipper clips if that comes up again. Again, I agree with you.
I think the game's worth full price.
Yeah, there's not all the games. Yeah, there's not all the games in the world to play. There is not the Mario Kart that you're wishing for, but snipper clips is, to me, the Wii Sports of this, where Wii Sports was like, oh shit, we can do motion gaming. Like I know that at this point it's kind of hard to remember like that more than a novelty, but back then it was like, oh shit, this makes
Sports,
sense.
like in terms of like popularity,
in terms of like showcasing the being able to provide to the everyman the message and sort of the objective of that console. That console was meant to act as sort of the bridge between like people who play games and people who don't play games. It was meant to be everybody can play games and everybody should play games. And Wii Sports was, you know what these are. It's bowling, it's baseball, it's you understand what these things are. This is very much like a TV remote. You're already used to holding it. And you know, the next question is, well, how do I play? Well, how would you play baseball? I guess I'd swing it. Oh my God, I swung it and it worked. Like it was more than a novelty. It was like, it changed the game.
Right. I
Literally.
mean,
and I think Snipper Clips does that in so many ways where it's like, well, what's the message you want to send with the Switch? Well, the message is that you can do whatever you can play however you want.
Right.
But the big thing that yes, you can play however you want. You can put it here. You can take it off. You can do this. But it's also meant to be shared. It's not an experience. It's isolated. It's also like, here, you play too. And I think that's why they strap those controllers to the side and design them very specifically. And I think Snipper Clips defines that in a lot of ways, where you can just...
I would argue the 1-2 Switch does, in some ways. Being as someone who's actually played all of it.
Yeah. I was like running through the games in my head, like just,
Fashion walk-off. Yep, that does it.
Dude, don't knock it till you try it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do want to pop some champagne bottles. And I'm kind of disappointed that game's not the way I wanted it to be.
I know.
It's bad if you pop the champagne bottle.
Yeah, it's like Mario Party.
Yeah.
You love that.
No, I like...
That's your favorite.
Spraying that can as far in the sky as
I mean,
can.
You can play like that if you really want to. Nobody's stopping you.
But I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I want to win. If you're not first, you're last.
I don't think the game is telling you lose. What does your heart tell you?
My body's telling me, yeah.
One thing I just remembered, it has no Bluetooth audio.
Yeah.
And that kills me as someone who has that ability on my Vita.
Yeah.
And I got these fresh new pair of AirPods
know.
that I can't use on a new Switch.
You and I don't, but he is all about the AirPods, and like they've completely changed the way you do everything else audio wise. So yeah, I understand your frustration.
It's the one thing.
That would piss me off. That would piss me off a great deal. In fact, like I started considering recently AirPods. Like maybe I do need them. Maybe I should get them. And then I'm like, well, I can't use them on Switch yet, so I want to wait.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
if I'm gonna make an investment like that, like I want to be able to use it on everything. And
You would use it on your phone anyway if you're gonna do party chat.
yes, but like thinking more handheld mode, whatever. You know?
Yeah, like playing in the living room, like the AirPod. Like I don't want to get into like AirPods review, but you can do like the one in ear and that ear will go mono, so all the sound goes through. It's not just the right stereo or whatever. You can do it either ear, so depending on where I'm sitting, like I can have one for this audio, so it's not out loud, like an asshole in the living room, and then like I can still be listening though with one ear, like to the TV or whatever else is going
conversation
on.
around you or whatever. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. There hasn't been a few or that many times where I needed headphones, but something I did headphones. I plugged them in and did it that way.
And also I have an iPhone 7, so now I don't have a headphone jack, so that
Right,
helps
right.
that scenario out a lot too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my big gripe right now.
Binding of Isaac came out.
I almost got that. My friend got it yesterday though.
Yeah, I wanted to buy it, but I'm also like, shit. Like, I love that game, and I will buy it on Switch because I want to support it and everything. But I also I want to get near.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, near looks good.
Yeah, I really need to
I want to get it, but I can't. I know I can't.
I know.
So I'd just be wasting money if I can just wait for it to be on sale or something.
What,
later in the
near?
year. Huh?
Near?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play. There's no time.
I know. Speaking of time, you spent a lot of yours with
Horizon
Zero Dawn. I shouldn't clap in front of microphones. My apologies to the listeners. Yeah, tell me about some Horizon, Matt.
Horizon, it still continues to impress me. I looked at the stats from my save file before I got on air. I'm 76.63% done the game. That's story, collectibles, side quests, a lot of that stuff. And then my save file says I've been playing for 31 hours and 55 minutes. So yeah, the surprising part about it is, I talked about this some last week. During the span of this whole week, I finished one main story quest.
Jeez.
I must have played this game for at least 10 hours this week.
Yeah.
And I did one main story quest. I did a lot of side stuff. And it's not like the side stuff where I'm just kind of checking off the boxes.
Yeah.
I see it pop up, and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. And they tell me like something that's going on. And then you get to like the location, and then something interesting is going on there where you do want to interact with those characters. You do want to help them out. You kind of feel for them. Like I was just wandering the street. I was just out in the wild, just kind of exploring, kind of going to where I wanted to go, but I knew I was going to get distracted easily. There was like dude that's he looks bad. He's in bad shape, just laying on the ground. I go up to him. He's like, I was going to get help. I'm hurt. I'm not going to make it. Go to this town. And then he kind of just died right in front of me. I was like, well, where the fuck did he come from? I want to go explore that.
So mission complete?
Yeah.
So I went to the town, and this town's being attacked by it's the Glinthawks. They're one of the two flying machines, but they're like the super annoying ones that just keep doing ice attacks, and they go in flocks too. So there was like 7 of them in this town, and I had like their townspeople helping me out, but the AI is only gonna do so much. I'm Aloy. I'm gonna wreck shit. So I got my fire arrows, got all that stuff, cleared the town. Going to find out that the guy's been saying these attacks have been happening repeatedly. He doesn't know what's going on. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll do some investigating. I got this little focus. It helps me find things in the world.
You told him that?
I said I would investigate. I didn't tell him what was going on.
Oh, you didn't let him know about detective vision.
No.
They might outcast you at that point. Again, you've already
I've
trust,
already
so...
once, and then probably twice. They wanted to be twice. There's a whole thing there. So I didn't tell him about the focus, but I said investigate, turn it on, and then I see this nice little pulsing purple symbol. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go there. Some asshole was in some ruins, found this little machine, and it's an attractor. If you turn it on, it makes this pulsing beeping noise, and it attracts all the machines. This asshole was like, oh, I went to this workshop. I saw these exotic materials. I found this one, and it turned on, and I don't know what's going on. I'm like, well... That's what's bringing these attacks. Have you thought to tell someone you found this thing? He's like, no, I'm trying to sell it and get rid of it, but no one's buying it. And I'm like, all right, well, let me boom, I kill it. I'm like, all right, so I destroyed that. Where did you get this from? He's like, I got it from over there. I'm like, is there anything else in that area I should know about? He's like, I haven't gone back, but I'm going to go back soon. I'm like, no, you're not going back. I'm going to go investigate and see what's going on over there.
Is this you or Aloy?
Aloy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm just, I didn't know if she's actually having this dialogue. Like,
I'm over, but the gist of it is I'm going to go see what's going on. So yeah, I get there, and there's a few machines in the way, and Aloy's kind of like, oh, what's going on here? There's a little bit too much activity, and like this high in the mountains. Get to the location, and there's the goddamn Stormbird. If you don't know what a Stormbird is, think of it as this nice, giant, bald eagle machine that has electric attacks, has a nice like dive-in attack, has... all its attacks are electric, but they do it in different varieties: projectile, AoE.
So like a Zapdos.
Kinda, and it's like 7 times the size of you. It's kind of like you can think of it as like a boss bird, kind of like you got like the Thunderjaws, like the T-Rex kind of thing. This is the one in the air, and it's a son of a bitch. It's there, and I had to take it down. Then come to find out there were more of those things in the area that attracted that bird to come. So I took care of all of that. Got rid of everything else in that.
Is that it?
No. Close, but no cigar.
How do you pronounce that?
The Falcon Zord.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about, right?
Something similar, of course.
Is Tommy inside?
No. Or if he is, he's dead. Yeah, no, so I took care of that side quest. Like, all the side quests are like that.
That was a side quest.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to be like, so then I found out.
No, it was just a side quest. I cleared it out, and I went back and told the town, like, you won't have to worry about that again. I didn't tell him what I found or anything. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that again. He's like, all right, cool. Here's some loot.
He said, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's a trusting town. I would have been like, yeah, okay, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What's happening?
Well, at this point in the game, word's gotten around that
you're in charge of shit.
I wreck things. And I know things, and just don't ask questions because I'm not going to tell you anyway.
Ooh, all right.
So yeah,
can you change costumes at all?
You can for different armor purposes and
colors?
Stuff like that. Kinda.
That tan loincloth would get old to me.
You can't like change colors, but as you get to other tribes' gear, their tribe has different colors, so that changes the color of the gear. You
can't mix it with Flint and paint everything black?
I don't believe you can.
All right.
Or I haven't found that mechanic. I don't think it exists.
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, in the one story mission I managed to do earlier in the week, I know what Zero Dawn is. Kind of.
Oh, it's a thing.
It's a thing. I don't want to get into the actual dialogue of what happened, but essentially... shit was hitting the fan because of a mistake someone made.
Yeah.
Someone made a mistake, and someone...
Was that someone a scientist?
He was like a CEO of like a scientific company.
Oh, man, I was just shooting dark.
He released these machines in the wild for like droning purposes, kind of like that idea for like surveillance, protection, that kind of stuff.
Is his name something like Dr. Wily?
Close, but no cigar. I forget his name, actually.
I would fucking shit if this was just a big...
Dr. Light?
Yeah. It's a big Mega Man. Oh, maybe it will be. You're not quite done.
I'm not there yet, no.
Guerrilla Games got bought by Capcom. Look out.
Yeah, he essentially released these machines into the field. However, glitch. He launched some in the field that don't have the ability to control them. Oh. So the apocalypse is about to happen because these things are dangerous, as I've seen. So, if you've seen a trailer for this game,
so Zero Dawn's like another word for like Doomsday or something?
Kinda. So this woman comes along and is like, hey, you messed up. We need to fix this. And he's like, I don't know how to.
We need a day one patch. No, we're doing this at Zero Dawn. Before day one.
So essentially, he's just like, all right, whatever you come up with, because I'm out of ideas, we'll go with.
Yeah.
That scene kind of keeps going. And essentially, she hands him a sheet of paper. He's like, you're crazy. She's like, no, I'm not. I forget how it gets mentioned, but she says the name of this project that she handed to him is called Project Zero Dawn. I don't know what the paper says or what it does or what it's supposed to do, but I am now in a story mission investigating what Zero Dawn was supposed to be, what it did, if it happened, if it
The plot thickens.
Yeah. So far I'm really digging the story.
Yeah.
And I'm completing all the other collectible stuff now. So like the metal flowers, the vantage points, the corruption zones. I'm starting to get to the point now where I'm clearing them all out. The trophies are starting to pop. So in a couple hours here, my main focus will just be the main storyline.
Cool.
And I think I'm getting
So
close.
you have like a quarter of the game left.
Yeah, and that, that's
Yeah, you said 74 point something?
76.6.
76.4? 74.6.
Sure.
What?
76.63.
Ah, okay. 663, as we know, is 3 before 666, which means Slayer.
Slayer is probably Project Zero Dawn. They released onto the world, and
it'd be cool if you found out and just blood started raining from the sky.
And all of a sudden, your controller transforms into a guitar, and you're playing that fretboard all over again.
While you're riding on top of Storm,
you have the 5-starter.
Whatever.
Everyone dies.
What is it? Was that bird? Stormbird. Storm Eagle.
Falcon Sword.
Maverick.
God damn it.
Mega Man X. I'm telling you, this is a Mega Man game.
Holy shit! Seriously, what if?
Here we go.
What if Capcom put out a game? I know this isn't Mega Man, right? As much as I want to believe Mark, I know it's not.
I'm not convinced yet.
But okay, you're right. Maybe you're right. What if this is how Capcom reimagined Mega Man? We always talked about that third-person shooter idea. Like,
yeah.
What if they fucking did it?
That'd be extreme.
So is this actually Axel we're playing?
So yeah,
that'd be something.
I actually kind of just started that story mission before I left for your house, Joe. So I'm in the middle of that. I'll find out what that is probably either tonight or tomorrow night or whenever, and next time I'll play. Yeah, I'm almost done with the game. I have a feeling in the next 8 hours, before the 40-hour mark, it will be completed to some extent.
Well, if there's like a boss rush right before the final boss, I'm just saying I told you so.
Yeah, it's got a point.
I'd be down for that, though. There's something about taking out these machines. It's just so fun. And then once you finally take them down, it's so gratifying.
They have like a Sigma virus or something.
How's Sigma?
Never mind. I'll keep making Mega Man jokes. I'm sorry. Just keep going.
No, they're being created by something, and I'm getting to the bottom of it. So...
No, but that's cool.
I'm Brad. I'm still having fun playing it. I think subconsciously, I'm doing the collectibles and taking my time with all these side quests as they pop up because I don't want to beat the game. Because I know as soon as I beat the game, I'm not going to probably revisit it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Zelda. Like, I'm afraid. Like, should I wait until after the DLC is out first, then fight Ganon? Or
no, because honestly, all it's going to take for me is like just another. Like, once I have another night where I'm, like, in it for a few hours, because I'm just popping in an hour at a time now that I've beat Ganon, but another night where I'm in it for a few hours, I'm going to be sucked back into it again. I haven't really been doing anything. I've been, like, I'll go see if I can find a shrine, and if I don't, then I'm like, all right, cool, I'll fucking leave now. But if I started finding shrines and having things to do, I feel like I'd be back in it again. So I wouldn't fear jumping into the end. But this, the fact that you can see the percentage, you're so close, and the fact that your trophies are getting further and further along.
Everything, I actually checked the trophy list because I'm starting to get to that point. I'm like, I'm probably getting closer to a platinum than I think. Everything's hidden. So I don't want to look at that list for real until I beat the main story. But I'm hoping, like, once I beat the main story, is like, oh, you got to do this, this, and that. There's your platinum in less than an hour.
Well, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, but I'm starting, like, all the collectibles, they will be done because the story is probably going to force me into the areas I don't have the stuff yet. But I know where it's all out on the map. Okay. Like, I have the whole map discovered. You don't know exactly where it's at, but you know an area, and the area is small enough where it doesn't take long at all to find it.
Yeah, like
so I know where the things are at. It's just a matter of me, like, fast traveling there, then walking around, finding the stuff, and just being done with it.
Because, like, the map in Zelda, like, when you zoom out all the way, it looks small. But then, like, even, like, when you're playing a game, something that like, isn't a distance, like a tower to climb, like, oh, that's not that far away. And you're like, this is a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, I brought it up last week where, like, Horizon map is big, But if you wanted to go from the starting point to the end point, you can do it. It's not going to be the greatest.
Technically,
run.
you can in Zelda too. It's just center of the whole
But
damn thing.
It's just once you if you start that run in Zelda is a lot longer than it is in Horizon.
They definitely stretch it out.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you are that it is good. You know what I mean? Like, because I know I joked for 6 months and continue to that.
This was good. This actually came at a really good time. I was ready to hop back into an open world game. The last one I had played left a bad taste in my mouth. That was Mafia 3.
Yeah.
So I'm happy this worked out. Like I said, I keep stalling to do the main quest because I kind of don't want to beat it, and that's a really good thing. However, I know Tuesday I have a third open world game to get to in Mass Effect, so
you don't have to.
I need to wrap it up. No, I want to.
Open world. That's more like open galaxy.
Yeah, so that makes me feel better.
Full of open worlds in that one.
Yeah, so no, Horizon's really good.
I'm happy to hear it. I want to know how it ends.
And it'll be back around this year. Don't worry.
That part, I don't know if that's true or not. I just don't know.
It will be back around.
I just don't know.
It'll be back around. I did play another thing during the snow.
Yes.
Play more of that goddamn disc jam.
Yeah, you did. So I played Disc Jam as well.
Yes, you did.
There's a video on the website.
And that was for the first time you played it too.
Yeah, you should go check that out. Dude, Disc Jam's fucking dope. Did you play it yet?
Not yet.
You need to play
Marc.
it.
Seriously. So you never got into Rocket League, and I know why. You will love Disc Jam. You will love. Did you watch the video of us playing it?
No.
Have you seen any gameplay of it?
Yes.
And
I like that there's ragdoll physics.
Yes.
this game's super fun. Like, just you just kind of get it. Takes definitely play the tutorial.
As I said on the podcast,
Definitely.
play the tutorial.
Get through the tutorial.
It looks like fun.
Because it does. I don't think that you wouldn't be able to jump right in. Like, you totally could, but you're gonna see people doing some things, and you're gonna go, what the fuck? How the fuck? Why am I dropping it every? Do the tutorial. As much as I'm like against tutorials in games, like I like the idea of being able to just kind of dive in and figure things out.
Some games it's required.
It's a necessity in this game, but it's not like they hold your hand. It's like, all right, this is what you want to do. Let's do it. I showed you. You do it. All right,
I don't
cool.
think it's required in every game. I think that I think your gameplay should dictate how it's done. I think that even the most complex games like a Bloodborne, there's no tutorial at all.
No.
Period. And you don't need one. And there are a lot of things that I spent hours in that game.
Like
not
Dark
knowing
Souls,
how
it was
to
just
do
like
this.
you read a little sign. This does this. I'm like, oh, okay. Then you get to a part where you need to do it.
But it barely even told you any of that stuff.
I'm saying, but like that, like I'm fine with. Like,
I even hated that in the beginning of Bloodborne, where it was like use left stick to walk. It's like, yeah, fuck.
well, to be honest, I was never a fan of
shit. Fuck you.
I was never a fan of shoulder buttons for attacking. I don't like that.
Still, but like once you figure that out, you're like, oh, okay.
Because most games don't do that, so I feel like in that case, I was like, hey, just to let you know, it's the shoulder buttons to attack. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm not doing anything.
But that's the thing. The second you walk forward and you see that fucking werewolf in Bloodborne, you go to pull, hit a face button to do that, and he just mauls you. And you're like, what the fuck? Huh?
This game's stupid. Turn it off.
Well, then, but eventually you get it.
40 seconds later, when you load into the hunter stream.
Yeah. However, this is me ranting on some bullshit that I don't need to rant about. Tutorials suck. Fuck them. But play it in Disc Jam. Use a tutorial. You'll learn things. But
when I'm playing, I can tell who has and hasn't played the tutorial.
Yeah, you totally.
It's so obvious. And those are the people I beat 50-5 in a set.
Yeah, it's really fun. Like it's really fun. I wish there were a way we could do like local 4-player outside of stringing.
Nintendo Switch. I'm looking at you, High Horse Entertainment.
I know.
See, I played more hours of that. I popped all the trophies.
Yeah.
Sadly, no platinum. That wasn't fun, but I knew that. That did require me to play as every character.
So how's that?
So I'll get there. Big buff dude. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's slower, but he throws harder.
Okay.
That was expected.
So he's fine. I kind of got used to McKenna, the one you were playing as.
Yeah.
So she does. It actually tells you the differences between the characters. I just kind of now noticed that.
Yeah.
She does. She's more agile. Her slide's not as quick or as effective, but she throws curves like no one's business.
Got it. Is it Haruki?
Haruki,
Yeah.
very fast character, slow thrower.
Okay.
Her slide isn't as long as McKenna's, but
Sure.
it's shorter and faster.
And how is the gas station attendant?
Gator's supposed to be all around, but he is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. He sucks.
Mm.
It's bad.
Yeah.
McKenna,
I mean, it looks like it.
McKenna, I won almost instantly. I started winning with Haruki.
I thought it was Haruki, but I might be
something
wrong.
like that.
I don't know.
I got used to her quite quick, and I felt like I would win games with her in singles. But I got that trophy playing with you.
Yeah.
And then I played as, I don't remember the guy, but big buff black dude.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Like I said, he was slower. I had to kind of get used to that, but it was either the second or third game, I got the trophy. I popped it. I'm like, all right, I'm done with him. He's not my kind of character.
Yeah.
Then plays dirtbag Gator.
That guy's a fucking
Yeah.
swamp.
Looks like he's a gas station attendant in the bayou of Louisiana.
He looks like he hangs out in bushes outside of, like, female dormitories. Like, that's the kind of fucking scumbag he is.
Yeah, his name's Gator.
Yeah. He looks like a guy you see, like, local man arrested for taking upskirt shots at the college campus. It's like, yep, yeah, that's
it.
exactly the
That's
guy
Gator.
I was
You
picturing.
found Gator.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you look him up?
I
Yeah.
typed in disc ham by accident.
Now, hold on a second.
If we can somehow combine this jam and rum ham,
Ooh.
we got ourselves a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gator, it took me like 6 games to win a game. He's
Yeah.
awful. He's awful. And it wasn't because of the caliber of the opponents. It was he's bad.
That's a bummer. But you like Disc Jam, hey?
Really like this game. Really like this jam. I unfortunately have to play these other characters a little bit more to write a better review. I just can't write just with one character.
Yeah.
But as soon as I play a few more matches, which won't take me long at all, we're gonna have a review on the site.
Nice. I like that.
Don't ask me when it's coming. Week's a little busy. Got Horizon.
You got things to do.
We got things to do.
We know.
But the
get it.
review will be coming soonish.
Yeah?
It's on the horizon. That's what I might say.
Haruka.
Haruka?
Yeah.
Don't name the score now, but how you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Good foundation. I'll put it like that.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Very, very, very good. I think we had a good foundation to this podcast just now. But I'd feel pretty good taking a little break.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. We'll just do a couple bits of show and tell, and we'll get out of here before we hit the 2 hour mark.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool. Be right back. Welcome back to the Free Cheese episode 189. It's time for show and tell. A little weekly segment where we bring stuff to talk about, we tell about it, and then we show about. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anything interesting video game stuff this week you guys noticed or paid attention to or listened to or watched or whatever?
Nothing too major. Something bothered me a little bit over the weekend, and you kind of fed into it. You didn't mean to, but you kind of did. You texted me that picture that's been floating around MLB The Show.
I only did it because I thought it was fun looking. But go on.
Like I said, I knew you were doing it for the right reasons, but just because you now know there's a graphical glitch in MLB The Show, that means that's getting out there to the people that don't care about this game. Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's another game that's got a glitch, and it's going to be bad, and it's going to look just as bad as Mass Effect's animations, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
No. That image came from Sony San Diego's Twitch feed talking about how they fixed the animations and the shaders to specifically prevent that image from happening.
Mark, do you know what he's talking about?
No.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
So
What?
so that image is floating around out there, and the way some news sites are, when you dive into the article, they address what actually happened. But the way some of their titles are.
Well, clickbait as fuck.
Yeah. They're saying, oh, graphical issue in MLB The Show. No.
They look like they ready to party rock or something.
Yeah.
No. What happened is San Diego showed, hey, this was something that was possible, but because we worked on our animations and our shaders and our customization this year, it's not going to happen.
Like seriously, one of these looks like a Bloodborne villain, and the other
does.
one looks like a log cabin face made out of cigarettes.
It's like a tumbleweed and a honeycomb.
Yeah, if you set both of them on fire and then like carved faces in them,
Oh man,
it's really bad.
that's funny.
But I like it.
It's like
a
a
lot.
ball of pubes.
But it is what I like about it is the insight into like how hair is made in games. Like,
Yeah.
they need to make a whole ball of hair and then mount the face textures around it. Like that's fucking horrifying. The true horror is what these developers have to go through every day and stare at this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good point. I think that speaks more to the fact that like fucking games media is in a weird place. Like
Yeah, I get it. Not everyone loves baseball, and this game pretty much has this niche audience. It might, a new fan might come on here and there, but it knows its audience, and it addresses that audience very well. I'm always happy with the product I get every year. But it's just like something like that now is floating around on like headlines, not really headlines, but it's on front pages of like an IGN now or something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like all these places live and die by clicks, and that's what's fucked up. Is I know that we are. Believe me, I'm not trying to say anything about us as a publication, right? Because we're not anything close to any of these things. We're a hobby site that just has fun and whatever.
Yeah.
However, one thing that I love about us is that we don't host ads on anything. The only time you'll see an ad on anything of ours is the YouTube channel because Nintendo monetizes anything with their properties in it. As soon as they hear a song that we use or they see a video, they throw an ad on it so they can make money. Go for it. Everything else we do, we just fucking burn money every month, which is totally fine because this is the hobby and it's fun and it's what we like to do.
We're like Facebook before they're worth $1 billion.
Fuck yeah, coming for
Sean
you,
Parker
Winklevoss.
style.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be cool if you were worth $1 billion? Justin Timberlake, my man.
But that's the thing is like, I obviously know that we are edge case and there's no way that can exist. However, something like NoClip, like Danny O'Dwyer started NoClip so that he can put out rad fucking video game documentaries without the need for advertisements. Yeah, he makes a good penny from Patreon to support
But he deserves
all these
it.
things. He totally
The stuff
deserves
I've
it,
seen
because
is
what he's
really
doing
good.
is great.
I haven't seen the last stuff he did with taco truck.
John Romero.
Yeah, John. I haven't seen the John Romero stuff and like the last one he did with
The Mysteries one?
Yeah, I haven't watched that one
Dude,
yet.
you need to watch that one.
But like the Doom,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Rocket League, such great insight
yeah.
to one of my favorite games ever. So
Yep.
he's doing good work.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I hate the state that everything's in. I hate that something like IGN has to rely on the top 10 episodes of Friends you never thought they're not that bad, right? But they're
I
like,
click on them.
you're part of the problem.
I know.
Like that's exactly what it is. It's like BuzzFeed fucking destroyed everything. So people have no attention span. They can only read bullshit that doesn't really exist. And then websites are forced to do it where like the people that IGN hire now or GameSpot or whoever, they're all hiring people that are just, you don't have to write about games to work for these sites anymore, which is whatever. Like, this is bigger than that and such a weird.
I didn't mean to go down like this rabbit hole. I just needed to defend
It's
MLB
fine,
The
no,
Show for
I,
them addressing the issue.
No, but that's the thing that comes of this is like the fact that places are so dependent on. I don't know if this is like PSA Joe talking. Like, go read sites and support sites that you like. If there's a way to give them money, give them money. If there's a way to not click on the bullshit, don't click on the bullshit. Just I don't know. Like I remember there was a site that put out a survey that was like, if we had a pay service, would you give us money? And I was like, yes, because your ads fucking suck. I'd love to subvert the
bullshit.
ads. Yeah.
And say I've been using Kotaku's like site here the last couple of days. There's always a mobile ad that I feel like breaks the page, and when I go to reload it, it still feels like it's broken. But you just have to kind of keep scrolling.
Where?
It's on Kotaku. I don't know if it's just my phone.
No. I've had similar things.
But yeah, it's like I'm scrolling, all of a sudden it stops, but like I see like the advertisement in the background, and it's like behind all the images. It's weird. But if I keep scrolling, it's like I scrolled past the image, and now I'm back on Kotaku, and I can scroll through Kotaku normally.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
There's a lot of ads
that
like
makes me think your website's broken, not that you're giving me an ad.
Yeah.
That's a rabbit hole. I don't think we need to go down.
No, but we need to control alt delete the internet. Like, we just need to restart. We need to.
We wouldn't have a hobby, Joe.
No, we'll figure it out. We'll get up and running again. We'll be okay. I just mean like the way that businesses operate on the internet is fucking dumb, and I don't like it. I don't.
We need to flood the internet, but build an arc and put
the free cheese right at the top. That's what needs to be.
We'll be in the same pen as Facebook. We're just as important.
We need. I think Facebook needs to die. I think they were one of the first ones. Cutting board.
Yeah.
Twitter. All right, then we're in the thing with Twitter.
Everybody down to tweet? Good.
So that's how I get like half my news, just following people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And that's why I also don't pay attention to any fucking news because I don't give a shit. Although, god damn it, Bernie Wrightson died today.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Ben, who has written for the site, he's never been on the podcast, but he needs to be on the podcast. But Ben texted me and was like, "Did you hear?" I was like, "Yeah, I heard. I'm sad." Bernie Wrightson's a comic book artist from Baltimore who invented Swamp Thing. You might be familiar with him.
No.
Yeah. He did a lot of horror stuff in the good old days of things. So
I love Swamp Thing.
Yeah, but Ben said it so perfectly, which I felt was fitting considering Bernie's history with like drawing cool horror shit, was that death can be so fucking cool, but it sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, sucks. Anyway, that's where I get my news is Twitter, and I also ignore all the news because fuck everything. But some news I got somewhere else that I read was a thing about a game called Sonic Forces, which is Project Sonic 2017 became Sonic Forces. Did you watch the gameplay footage?
I did, not the off-camera, like the official...
I saw both. They were both the same.
Yeah.
And...
it didn't look anything new.
No.
It looked fine. It looked like just a 3D Sonic.
It looked like a Sonic that's an endless runner, but very pretty.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, all they showed was just new Sonic. They didn't show classic Sonic.
Right. Because it seemed before like it was a spiritual successor to Generations, which combined the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But the one thing that was cool about this was like the weird fucking Robotnik things in the sky. Like everything looks really...
It looked like the City Escape level, but in ruins.
Yeah, it looked like the day Robotnik won. Like this is the dark reboot that you might have always never thought you wanted.
I mean, it doesn't look bad to me. Like
Sonic in a Dark Knight or something like that.
The Wii game.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
That one,
Wasn't that a dark twist on Sonic.
It was just like a fantasy tale, and it did auto run.
Great.
Sad news though, Sonic Mania delayed till summer. I think specifically June.
They showed another level though.
Yeah, they did.
Battery Zone or whatever.
Yeah, they did. I didn't hear the music. Was the music the same?
I did not watch it. I just saw like an image.
Would it be terrible if I opened it up right now and played it on the podcast?
That's up to you. I'm fine.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, this is your show at the end of the day.
No, it's not. It's all of our show. Don't be a dick.
And no, until you talk about something that
Joe
doesn't want to hear.
When was the original release date of what is it called? Generations?
For Mania?
Mania.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, duh. Yeah,
I think it was April.
Mania.
I think it was April. So that was like about to come out.
That's not terrible.
Well, let's see. Music. Yes. It is.
It's the same as before.
This podcast is brought to you by Sega.
It can be today, motherfucker. Well, I know what fucking song's ending the podcast today. Dude, seriously, that is one of my favorite. Oh, shit, that's good. That gets the blood flowing. Fuck, I need to go buy pizza now. Like, I just need to eat something and punch something.
Chili dogs.
Oh, 7-Eleven.
There you go.
You might be onto something. No?
I've never had it. I'm not going to speak to the product.
You never had a chili dog?
No, get a chili dog from Sonic.
I've had a chili dog.
Oh.
Yes. One from 7-Eleven. don't know how I'm feeling about that.
Yeah,
one.
that's not top of the chain, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You got the stomach for it.
Yeah.
Or you just need to be off the next day, which I am. So
That's how I play my Taco Bells
yeah, see, you get
and my
it.
Chipotle's, so I can go out the next day and buy my Chipotle way.
You get. But yeah, I'm excited about Sonic the Hedgehog. It's cool that he's kind of back to being maybe good, right?
Sure. Yeah. I'll be optimistic for you, Joe.
Well, they said that for that game, side characters are not playable.
The Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
pretty
okay.
sure. I think that's what they said.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
care?
It said they don't have a
Yeah.
lot of side characters, but they will not be played.
Gameplay is focused on modern Sonic, classic Sonic, and a third style.
Open world.
Careful.
Open world RPG.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Careful.
Yeah, in the storyline, Eggman has already conquered the world.
Yeah, girl.
Gameplay also has a side perspective to deliver the modern gameplay with a side-scrolling twist.
Yeah.
Open
Generations
world
was good. You never
Sonic.
played Generations, did you?
I haven't played a Sonic forever.
I think you should play that.
The last one I played was when they tried to kind of reboot it with the episodes. I think I played
Oh, I'm sorry.
I played episode 1.
Yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
I was playing it. I was like, this is more
I'm
Sonic.
sorry. No, I will get. Did you play 2 ever? Just straight up 2.
I'm going to say I'm sure I did at one point, but it was nothing that left like the impression that
Okay, I'm going to
This
ask
is
this.
Sonic.
What is Matt's Sonic the Hedgehog history now that we're on to this? Because now I think we've opened up some demons out of the closet.
Oh god! All right, so I never had a Sega growing up. My cousin did.
Sure.
So he was the one who owned Sonic. I cannot remember which one he owned. I don't know. It was like 1, 2.
What this tells me is you've never played beginning to end a Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, because what would happen in whatever Sonic I would play, I would get to the water levels and just drown all the time because these fucking level designs are all over the place. Yeah, and that was kind of frightening as a kid.
Yeah, it
Drowning
was.
a goddamn hedgehog. So,
I think.
and then I played. I did play a little bit more of Sonic and Knuckles.
That was a good one.
And that was the one that did the down. I really like that
Yeah.
mechanic. That's a good mechanic.
The spin dash?
Yeah, whatever it's called. The down and you hit a
Just
button.
charging
You
it
go,
up.
So then you must have played 1, because if you don't remember doing that previously, then you were playing 1 because there was no spin.
Yeah, you
dash.
couldn't do that in 1. You would have to already be running and then hit down.
Yep.
Was Tails in the game that you played?
I don't remember. This is a young boy.
Even when Tails is in the game, you're so far ahead, he's not even on screen. So
I'm just trying to narrow it down to which one he played.
This
I
is
think he played
before.
1.
This had to be before I owned a PlayStation 1 because he owned the PlayStation before me.
All right, so Matt is going to be playing some Sonic the
Oh
Hedgehog soon.
god!
I mean, it's going to have to
I was about
happen.
to say something, but no. But yeah, we're gonna play Sonic. Sure.
Yep.
cool.
What do I have to play? I got to play something. I'm trying to revive the Never Played series because that's a fun one.
Yeah, I need to do Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I just want you guys to sit down and play Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Crap battle.
What, I don't know what I haven't like. What's a classic franchise I have never played?
I don't know what. I mean,
Oh, what classic series haven't you played?
we're having some preliminary plans to get you back in MLB The Show,
That's true.
and that's something like you have to think the sports games. Those are the ones I logged the most
I'm trying
time
to think
into.
I'm trying to think like we have to make you play through all of Sonic and see what happens
Ugh.
there, right? So we'll go 1 all the way up through Forces when it comes out.
Wow.
No.
The days we got to record that, I won't be showing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I feel like we probably have a similar catalog because you had a PlayStation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the only console I had, so I'm sure we got a lot of the same stuff.
I know one. Because I would just love to watch it. Silent Hill.
Yeah, I never played much. Matt has noped that idea.
Well, for me, I
yeah.
can be in the room, but I'm not.
Because that's a series I've been,
Oh, no, controller.
I've been wanting to play as well. And I've only played like 2 of them.
We could do that.
And I didn't even beat it. I was close.
I could be okay with that.
I don't think I've played. Like,
Yeah. we've got a list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, contact lenses.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Don't fall out.
Yeah, we caught it. I got long, pretty eyelashes. They took care of it. Mark, you got anything show and tell this week?
Kind of.
Kind of.
It gives a little hope. I guess it's like a tease.
I'm okay with teases.
Yacht Club says they're dying to bring Shovel Knight into 3D. So, like, their exact words are like, we are dying to bring Shovel Knight to 3D. We very much want to make that transition, the same way Mario and Zelda and so many classic games had to. We're also very obsessed with Mario 64, and we would hope to one day make a 3D platformer as fun, engaging, surprising, and thrilling as it. In many ways, it is a style of 3D platformer that hasn't really been explored since, and most 3D platformers went the collectible route instead. And then they were like speculating that maybe they've toyed with this idea already. But
I'm crying.
and
So here's...
of course, the image they use is the ukulele.
So that's exactly where I'm at. They've worked with them, with the Platonic, to create that model, right? Obviously, and put him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They've probably also talked to them like, hey, what's it like being a small independent team building a 3D game of this style?
Getting notes and... It'd be cool to see like a low poly version too. With like good textures on it or whatever. Actually, they don't even need to be that great of textures, to be honest, for their style that they want to go for.
They would, they would go all in. They wouldn't fuck it. Fuck. This is my fuck. They've got the money now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
when they've so got the money.
Yeah, like they did the Kickstarter to get the capital, and this game has been like light years past successful.
Yeah.
This would be really, really special.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's their next thing. Because I was thinking, like, do I want something different from Shovel Knight? Like a different brand altogether, which I don't know if I want. Like
They did a survey for that.
I know. I remember that.
I'm okay with them venturing out.
I think what I would like them to do is if like Capcom said do Mega Man, or something like that. I'd be okay with them taking over another thing, but. And again, like I trust them to do whatever. Like whatever they do, I'm behind fully 100% because they've never disappointed me.
Yeah.
But this could be something.
I would actually like to see them, like aside from Shovel Knight, have something like kind of the opposite in terms of like aesthetic, gameplay, like everything. Have like how like you have your Mario and then you have Metroid.
Right.
I want to see what they would do with something like a more like serious tone to everything.
A gritty reboot.
And I mean, or sort of something original, but like
an original gritty reboot.
Yeah, it would just be interesting.
Yeah. What would their
put them outside of their comfort zone?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep forever using this example now that it's successful, but Guerrilla Games going away from Killzone was like the best thing that happened to that studio. Like,
yeah.
Doing something original outside of your.
I mean, Killzone was original
wheelhouse.
At one point.
I mean, yeah, but
no, yeah, but
like, all right, so yeah, you got this great game, Shovel Knight. Like, what if somehow though they found a way to make something better? I know it's hard to think about, but
no, I know
it's possible.
Well, that's the thing is like I thought Shovel Knight couldn't be topped. And then Plague of Shadows came out and was like, you guys did a really, really rad remix. And I didn't feel lesser about Plague Knight than I did Shovel Knight, but I was still like, it was great, but it didn't give me that same thing. And now Spectre of Torment like completely upended all expectations for
and they still have another campaign left.
Yeah. And this
so it's like, what's that going to be?
I know. But this, I'm totally, everything about Spectre of Torment was just like, holy shit. Like they completely outdid Shovel Knight. Or Shovel of Hope, as they call it now.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm more excited for Ukulele because Shovel Knight's in it, or just because it's good to just have like a fun, colorful 3D platformer again.
I think I'm just excited about the fun, colorful 3D platformer thing. I really don't care about...
That's true. I think, because I remember being excited for it before, but now, then what's now it's a little side part. It's like...
I know. Shovel Knight being in it's really cool.
His little sound effect.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I saw they were teasing another amiibo. Did you see that?
Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yacht Club. I couldn't find anything specific, but I just saw that headline somewhere. Somebody said it on a thing. I don't remember what it was. But I'd be okay with another amiibo.
I know there was...
Maybe two. Or maybe a whole Order of No Quarter.
That'd be cool.
I'd really be cool with that.
I know there was data on Breath of the Wild.
4.
Possible new amiibos coming out.
Interesting.
Not for Breath of the Wild specifically, but like Zelda amiibos, like Zelda series amiibos.
That makes sense. They need to do that.
So like Skyward, Majora,
Yeah.
probably Twilight Princess, just so you don't have to get the Smash Link for a Twilight Princess Link,
Yeah.
which would be cool. 'Cause I mean that amiibo's okay, but yeah, I would like something that's more like the Ocarina amiibo. Cool little pose.
Sorry, I found the thing. Maybe.
And then there's, because there was data for it, and I think it was like having like a Fierce Deity costume. Which I was like, that's cool, because that's one of my favorite links. And then his sword. And as far as I'm concerned, or that I know of, I mean,
talking about the thing or a sword?
Fierce Deity Link's sword.
Sorry, I was referring back to Joe's joke.
Oh,
before.
no, not
the
that
thing.
thing.
The thing.
But as far as I'm concerned, like, for 3D Zeldas, this is the only sword that could shoot beams when you're at full health in a 3D Zelda.
Which one?
The Fierce Deity sword.
Okay.
I mean, Skyward Sword had the thing where you could charge it up and then shoot like a little wave, but like in other 2D Zeldas, if you were full hearts and you had the Master Sword, you could shoot beams out of it, like a Link to the Past or whatever. So I don't know if Breath of the Wild has that or not, but I'll find out. Be cool if it did. Don't even comment. Just
Oh, well, this is nothing more than I've heard him say before. Sorry, I found it. This is bullshit. It's an interview with Sean from Yacht Club Games, and he says exactly what he said before. Wouldn't it be cool to see amiibo of Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight? That would be amazing. Maybe someday. That doesn't actually mean a tease.
yeah.
That's like me saying it'd be cool if we fucking got a... who cares?
A pet rabbit.
Like, yeah, that would be cool. It'd be rad. Doesn't mean that we're actually fucking working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think that's going to do it for the Free Cheese episode 189. This is going to be a big one, I think. This is a subtle show on our end, I think, but I feel like people are going to like it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank the Flying Battery Zone.
Oh,
That music is so fucking good.
I can hear it.
Yeah, me too. That's all I hear for the rest of my life.
But be afraid of flying batteries, though.
Yeah. Sorry, I started thinking about him, started choking.
That's what I used to do to my brothers. I would pour salt on them and then throw them.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
A salt and battery.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Joe, you okay?
Yeah.
Joe's
Yeah. There's a spider down there. It's got a whole web. He's not moving, he's just hanging out.
You should throw a battery at him.
I'm about to throw my whole phone at him.
I don't know.
Try to throw this whole house at him.
He's alright. He's catching all the little bad bugs.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm just gonna prop my feet up on the chair now and
You tucking your pants into your socks?
something like that.
Well, we're going to get Matt out of here before he gets attacked by a leaping spider, as he so believes this to be. Cool. Stuff went up on the website this past week. We should talk about that real quick. We had a review of Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment. 5 out of 5 stars. 5 out of 5.
Of course.
It's a
Oh, I saw that
masterpiece. Masterpiece.
We saw that coming a mile away.
Did we? Did we? They outdid themselves. They surprised me. I don't know why they surprised me, but they did. Loved it.
Plucked your heartstrings.
Perfect game. Perfect. Really good. You should read that. You should play that. All that stuff. Fantastic Parodius, or Gokuju Parodius, as it's known in other areas. Mark and I played that.
Played.
Yeah. There's a video of that on the site. You should go watch that. We had a lot of fun. So spoiler alert, we did a lot of retro spotlight content it's going to be rolling out over the next few weeks, and god damn is it all good. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I like the thumbnail for the retro for Proteus.
Thank you.
Are they all gonna be like that?
Smug little. Thank you.
I worked really hard on designing that thing. I tried to find.
No, it does look good.
Just the box art on the
It's just
side,
a little
all one
smirk
color.
you did when you thank you.
I don't know. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what looked best. Yeah, all the retro spotlights have that thing.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's subtle, minimal.
yeah. And then I pull a color from the box art.
We don't need our faces photoshopped on it, making like, like
Yeah, no.
put a red circle in there somewhere.
Done with all this shit. This shit's for the birds.
I don't know why I don't sit like this more often. This is actually kind of comfortable.
It is comfortable. Yeah. So let me see real quick. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right before we go live with this.
What the Parodius name?
Not that. There's a video that's happening, and I just want to make sure I'm saying exactly when it's happening. When is it? Fuck. This just says uploaded on. I'm pretty sure this goes live Wednesday. The one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does. I know it does. So this Wednesday, go to thefreecheese.com. We have a retro spotlight of one of my favorite games from when I was a boy. I'm going to leave it at that.
The opposite for me.
Yeah.
I talk about another game in the series a lot.
Oh my god, then you showed me that other game, and holy shit, do we have to play that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Anyway.
maybe it'll appear on a doorstep one day.
Maybe.
Or through my fucking window.
That all makes sense eventually. But yeah, come back Wednesday at 12 o'clock, just like we do every week with all of our retro spotlights. Take a look for that one. What else hit the website this week? We had Flipside about John Carmack's claim of sour grapes. My absolute favorite thing in the
Sour
world.
grapes and a lawsuit.
Yeah.
God, that's good.
Yeah. It was John Carmack's countersuit against ZeniMax. Maybe not countersuit.
It's not a
but
countersuit, but yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
It's
Just the timing and yeah.
yeah. This is the oh shit, you shot? All right, I'm gonna shoot back. Yeah. This is the Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah, this is
Somebody's doomed.
this is turning into a
God
hot mess.
damn it.
Fast.
Missed you last week.
Did you?
Oh, sure did. What was the other half of Flipside? It was
The Rocket League.
Rocket League. Yeah.
feature.
Yes.
No sequel. Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No, we just want
Not
build the platform,
Mhm.
grow the platform, be good. So yeah, this week on the site we've got that cool video happening. Another round of Injustice will hit the site. We've got maybe a Disc Jam review depending on time.
We'll see. It's coming. It's just a matter of me. Like, it's ready to go. Like, a few more matches here and there, but I have my thoughts. I just have to get them on paper.
Fair enough. Speaking of having to get, I have to get some pizza inside my body because I am hungry.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You can follow. See what I did there? You can follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at Og_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. I am at The Free Cheese. We're on Instagram. There's a Facebook page somewhere. iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, whatever. It's Free Cheese. Free Cheese. That's it. We'll be back in another week with another week's episode. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I forgetting? Email, podcast@thefreecheese.com. Send us a letter, a comment, a thought, a thing, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
Cool.
got it.
We're approaching 200.
We're getting close. We're getting real close. We should hit 200, 10 weeks. Yeah.
That would be close to E3.
You're right. It might even line up perfectly with it. Indeed.
Let's just keep doing that for the next 2 minutes.
Can we do that to the flying battery zone?
Bum, 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 bum. Look at the wall.
Are you kidding me?
That is a... Oh! Did you see him try and jump?
Oh.
Matt, put the flamethrower down.
Ooh,
I'm like, he's moving, and my shit's over there. Fuck!
It's far enough away. He's halfway up the wall,
I'll
and
get
your
him.
shit's...
It's moving down
I'll get him.
real fast.
There, yep.
This whole basement's filled with spiders,
I
right?
know that now. And I don't want to come back. So I won't be around till episode 200. I will be gone till November.
Ow. Sorry.
Mark never mind. He's not. I thought he was
Oh!
gonna oh my God! He's on the floor. He's almost there. My shoes.
He leapt.
My shoes. My bag. He's gonna be in my Mark is gonna be my hero. Thank you.
You the hero of time.
Ah!
He was making a web. That's why he fell.
Not bad.
Ugh.
Not bad at all. Old spider boy.
So when did we start recording this podcast upstairs now?
Guys, I don't know where you went.
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that.
Play safe.
Goodbye, baby speeder.
Yeah, see you in hell. See you in hell in 10 years.
Be
Poor little
drowned
guy.
in sorrows.
Poor little guy.
I don't feel bad at all.
No, that was a big.
I don't feel bad at all.
That was like a Bloodborne boss in my basement.
Yeah.
That was the one from that room.
That was-
That's suspended.
That's gonna come back as a water spider.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that'll do it for the Free Cheese episode 189. We'll see you in a week's time. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Spider, for all the services you provided us. And thank you, listener, for hanging out with us for 2 hours and listening to us kill spiders and shit. We'll see you in a week.